Email me right now, ogod@hiphopun.com. Got advertising specials for the channel. Get your video, not at the middle, not the end, but at the beginning of each video that we do here on the channel. Email me right now, ogod@hiphopun.com. No business too big or small. Let's drive some sales right now. ogod@hiphopun.com. The link is in the description box at the top line. Let's do business today. Got great specials right now for daily, weekly, or a monthly slot. Hit me. You seen the video now. A lot of outlets have been reposting Umar Johnson inside of the FDMG Academy, and it appears to be done and ready for inspection. Give the people your thoughts on that.
I did not believe that the school would ever be in the condition that it's currently in, ever. So I'm going to give Umar credit for that. It looks like that cannot be done without money being involved. That cannot be done without some serious finances, and I don't think that he did it alone. So he had people in there that he had to pay to get in there and do these constructions and get this school up. So kudos to you. I was wrong in thinking that the school would never look the way it looks now, and it clearly looks like it's in working in proper functional condition. There's still a lot of things that have to be done for it to be open, and I'm not sitting here looking at him and waiting for it to be successful. That was never the goal. But when you listen to that man, right, and you listen to how he speaks, it seems as though he's more interested in proving doubters wrong.
Yep, you hit it.
And proving haters wrong, and proving coons wrong, than actually taking care of and servicing children, which was his original goal to begin with, and was one of my original problems to begin with, the authenticity of this entire project. It's one thing to put the school together, but don't put it together to show big papa consciousness and to get all the love and the flowers and all of this shit that sociopaths like to do. They call him a sociopath, and I still believe that. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. If you were really going to do this, service to children, make sure that the buses were, and people, these kids could get there safely. Make sure that they have adequate food so that they can be nourished while they're under your care. Make sure that you have teachers in line that are ready to educate these children and take care of them and take them to levels that you all originally had aspirations to be. Don't put them in a room and start beating them. Don't throw it in there. You got to seem like you got this open now. It's a club. You're going to get teachers in here, beautiful women, and this, that, and the third, and you're going to be in there doing big papa shit and doing all this shit. It seems like you done masked the school so that you can have your own little sexual, you know what I mean, whatever. And I'm not trying to call you a sexual deviant, but you're trying to be a nigga. You know what I mean? As opposed to being an educator and a teacher and something that this could be absolutely magnificent. So although, I'm going to eat some crow when it comes to that school looking the way it looks, because it looks great and salute to you, I still question your actual, the thought and the care behind you actually wanting to service and take care of children. I don't know about that yet. And that's my biggest question. And anybody who has heard us in the past that have gotten upset with us because we talked about it, answer that genuine question. Is that man the man that you want taking care of and servicing your children based off of what you've heard from him the last 10 years? I don't know.
Probably not. I'm sure he'll get like an influx of people who are going to fall in love with his, his personality and his, and the things that he says online and what he's able, to do. But see, my issue the whole time, like first and foremost, we always want to see us get educated, right? We for the children 10,000, percent.
Yep.
My thing the whole time was just the way he went about things, and the transparency, the lack of transparency, the lack of accountability. That was my issue the whole time. It's just like, all right, just let people know, man, what they got. And as a nonprofit, you are obligated. And I'm not sure if anybody, because I was actually looking it up before I came in today. I typed it and yes, depending on if you're a board member or, if you're the public, you have certain access to see what came in and what's going out and what's being used for what. That's all people were asking for, is just the accountability the whole time, and that was never there. You was so caught up in your image and proving people wrong, and but in the meantime, it's like everybody's already got schools and stuff going and rocking out, and their ego's not involved. They're just truly, genuinely in it for the children. If that's the case, and you get it open, and the kids is educated, that's what we want.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it's just like when people are asking you certain questions and you deflecting and you're going at people and you disrespecting people. It's like, this is kind of fugazi, and you keep giving dates for years upon years. You talking about something that went back to 2014? Mm-hmm. Like he's been collecting money for a long time, and I get it. It's a big undertaking. But my thing is, just let this be about the children and not about yourself. But that's all we really care about at the end of the day. And if people got to come out and say they wrong, we'll be happy to do so. Yeah. We'll be happy to retract and say, look, we was wrong about this shit, dog. Salute, do your thing, educate the children. That's all. And if that happens, it happens.
I'm going to ask you another question now. Yeah. Maybe one day we will or will not retract. Let's ask, do you believe, now seeing the condition of that school, that there will actually be children and classes at any point? I'm not even going to put a date on it. Yeah. Do you think that the FDMG Academy will see students and education being conducted in that school at some point?
I know it's hard to say because I was actually looking last night. I don't know whether there's a website available. I know he has a website for himself. It's only for donating. I don't know if there's any, information on tuition, who's the staff of the school. I think he has a lot more steps to go, because when you got that certificate of occupancy, now it's like, are we moving in? We got our staff already ready. Our curriculum's already ready. We got the food service company already ready. The transportation already ready. Everything's already in line. So let's get this thing going. So is this something that can drag out another 2 or 3 years? Possibly. And that's what the transparency was. It's like, all right, here's where I'm at, family. I need this for this. We got staff. So again, I could be totally wrong. Maybe he got that shit lined up. Maybe it's ready to open up. Maybe the teachers is ready, the principals, the food service workers, the custodians. Maybe that shit's lined up. But if it isn't, it's still some more nigga shit. It's like you shoestringing this shit together instead of doing it the right way. Because you want to be known as ego, the first independent league with African money. Well, how you know that? Because it could have been some white people that donated. It could have been all types of people that donated. How you really know the race of the people that donate? You know what I mean? But and again, that's just an ego thing when he says that. And he's trying so hard, in my opinion, to follow like a Marcus Garvey or one of these people and have an institution, because we need institutions. And I built this school for black boys, that he lost focus of a lot of things along the way. So do I think there's going to be a student there? I said a lot of shit.
No.
Man. I think that it will happen, possibly. That's a long shot. But I don't see it being successful for the long term. I just don't. Because look at the guy who's running it.
Yeah.
You're only going to go as far as the leader of the ship.
Yeah.
I just feel like, there's levels of ego and incompetence there, unless he puts the right people in place and takes his hands off of it. Because I see a lot of people run a lot of shit into the ground. Yeah. But go ahead.
Let me ask you this. If it opens, if he has students in there, and let's say in a year it closes down, that's still a success story to you? Answer it for me. If he gets it open and there's a kid in there and there's children there that he's educating, and let's say 2-3 years down the line, funding, whatever the case may be, he has to shut it down. I'm not going to get on Umar for that. I'm not going to get on him. I'm going to applaud him. I'm going to salute him for doing it, for having the courage to go out there, step out there amidst all the nonsense. I was wrong in a lot of things. Cool. But how he conducts himself also matters. Don't have kids up in there and you acting like a fool. Don't have kids up in there and they don't feel safe or they don't feel like they're really being educated. Like, don't turn this amazing opportunity into a fucking shit show when now kids are at. That would piss me off. You know what I mean? I really still, the only thing I guess I still question is your genuine capabilities on really making this successful for children. Because it still feels like it's all about you. And if we have to sit back here 2-3 years down the line and eat crow because it's successful, man, I will be glad to.
I'll be happy to.
I'll be fucking glad to. All day, every day.
And that's the difference between us and others. Other people want to keep moving the goalposts and make an excuse.
Yeah.
We're going to come back and say, damn, look, we was wrong. Salute you, brother.
Yep.
And accept our apology. Oh. And then again, if it's open for a while and it closes, that shit happens. Yeah. We know it's a hard undertaking. And in this climate, trying to get people in Wilmington, Delaware,
not easy.
To pay for a private school is not easy. You know what I mean? I'm for the concepts. I'm for all the stuff that they're going to be teaching in there and everything. I'm not for the discrimination part. That's one thing. When you're saying these certain people can't come, and I ain't really with that. You know what I mean? But hey, it's your school, and you'll see how you're able to run with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So again, we'll see how that goes. I want to